Hey everybody, Tyler Chatham here with Motiv alongside with John Hurst to bring you the new Pride Liberty. Pride Liberty is the new asymmetric hybrid for medium oil conditions, the first hybrid of the Pride series. Today we compared this ball to the original Pride, the Pride Dynasty, which is a solid complement to the Pride Liberty, as well as the Crimson Jackal, which is an asymmetric pearl, but just wanted to give us something else a little bit to compare it to that's a little cleaner down lane. Just starting off with John's bowling here, John started a little bit further left and just tried to kind of really send out to the dry. We are bowling on a relatively fresh house shot here, medium oil house shot, nothing too standard, just basically throw it right and you'll watch it hook back, get it inside, and you'll have enough oil to retain down lane. So with that being said, John's moving a little bit further left now in this video just to kind of test the limits of the ball. He's able to play a little bit deeper and inside when he keeps it in the oil. He's also able to get his feet a little bit further right and kind of play more on top of it. This next shot he really got it right, or I'm sorry, really got his feet left just to see what was going on. Ball lost a little bit of energy. Next shot though, he gets his feet a lot further right, and you can see just how much squarer he can play with the lane with that. For myself, I was probably a little bit further left than I needed to be at the start of this video. I ended up chasing it back a little bit right near the end. But basically for myself specifically, this is a ball that I'll be throwing a lot more on lighter volume fresh, as well as medium to heavy transition. Something that where the original Dynasty is gonna have used up too much energy down lane, or it's just too strong in the front part of the lane, and I just need something that's gonna be a little bit overall cleaner, while also still providing enough energy to get through the pins the correct way. So just kind of going back to the shots here, you can see that it creeps a little bit left. I started getting a little bit more around it with my hand just to see if I could get it to come off the spot a little bit harder. Overall, I think I was just a little bit too far left in the video to start. When I got a little bit further right, this is where I'd probably start with this ball anyway, is just a little bit further right, a little bit closer to the friction, and just keeping on top of the lane a little bit more, which is what I like to do with more cores, especially on the asymmetric side anyway. Ultimately got a little bit left just to test the limits of this ball. Was actually really impressed that ball came back so strong as it did. Got my hand a little bit more around it, got a little slower, but again, shows the versatility of this ball. Compared this to the original Pride, which is really what this ball reminds me of so much. For those that know, the original Pride is my favorite ball. I still have cases of them undrilled at the house, and that was for me my first real true asymmetric here at Motiv, our asymmetric benchmark for Motiv that I really grew to love. Again, the original Pride, just really quick, it was overall a little bit slower, a lot weaker. I had to stay a lot further right with my feet, which is why that Liberty is just a much more improved version of that ball. Compared to the Dynasty just being the solid option here, a lot more energy used up in the front part of the lane, forced my feet a little bit further right, and you can see just how much earlier that ball wants to dig, which is why as I get my feet a little bit more left, why it begins to start flat 10ing, or just in this instance here, again, another flat 10 actually. Crimson Jackal, big core, pearl cover stock. You can see just how early with that big core, how much earlier that ball wants to read the lane. It's a pearl, so naturally it's going to be, it's trying to see the lane a little bit later, but that core is so much bigger, it's going to read the lane earlier and be a little bit more forward off the spot. Again, bigger cores, I was too far left, really. Bigger cores are better when you keep them further in front of you, and keep them a little bit right in the friction there, which is what I did on that last shot. Thank you guys for taking the time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you for the next video. Thanks again. Yes.